Thank you very much, Dr. Shattuck. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, ICDT and CEU, for hosting this commemorative seminar to mark the 10-year anniversary of the September 11th, 2001 terrorist attacks. September 11th was one of the most tragic days in American history. In a single day, nearly 3,000 people lost their lives, and an even greater number of family and friends had their lives torn apart. Today is a day to remember them. They were young, they were old, they were men, women, and children. They were citizens of 90 different countries, and they represented many different faiths. They were stockbrokers and stewardesses, financiers and janitors. They were flying home on vacation or arriving early for work. And they were first responders, firefighters, officers, and aid workers who ran toward the danger in an effort to help others. They were heroes and they were heroines. As we remember these innocent victims and honor their sacrifice, we also remember the enduring spirit that unites us. The United States will never forget the outpouring of sympathy from people all over the world immediately following the attacks. While nothing, not even time, can completely heal the suffering caused on that day, it is a testament to our resolve that we have emerged stronger. We are unified and resolute in our commitment that the victims of September 11th and the victims of other terrorist attacks in London, Madrid, and elsewhere did not lose their lives in vain. For the last 10 years, friends and allies of the United States, including Hungary, have acted in solidarity. A broad coalition of nations pushed the Taliban and al-Qaeda from power in Afghanistan and gave the Afghan people a chance to live free from terror. Thanks to intensive international efforts, the al-Qaeda terrorist network has been largely disrupted, dismantled, and destroyed, and its message has been revealed for what it is, one of hatred, evil, and destruction. Today, 10 years later, Osama bin Laden and much of his leadership are gone, and al-Qaeda is discredited. This is a testament to our cooperation and joint efforts. Time and again, America and her allies have countered an ideology of violence and hate with the power of democratic ideals and the will of the people. Terrorists justify their attacks based on the false conviction that violent extremism is the only means of achieving political and social change. This notion could not be further from the truth. As the Arab Spring has demonstrated, peaceful protest based on the promotion of universal human rights and democratic aspirations have a much greater power to effect change. Throughout the Middle East and North Africa, people are seizing their future by wielding the moral force of nonviolence. Democracy, the expression of the will of the people, is an infinitely stronger force than terrorism. Of course, creating and sustaining a strong democratic environment is easier said than done. In 1989, Hungary rose up and demanded independence, freedom for its people, and freedom to chart its own history. In the early days and years of this remarkably peaceful transition to a fully functioning democracy, Hungarians had a partner in the United States. This has been and will continue to be true for any nation seeking to ensure a peaceful and prosperous future for its people. It is critical that like-minded states like the US and Hungary continue to cooperate to end violent extremism by promoting democratic values. In this spirit, we recommit ourselves to living up to our ideals and values at home and recognize these values as the source of our strength. Beyond our own borders, we will continue to work together to promote democratic ideals in what is a new era of global engagement. We will rely on our partnerships that we've forged around the world with nations and peoples based on mutual respect and interests. Today, it is more vital than ever to recognize that no single actor can counter the threat of terrorism alone, and that the only way to effectively combat violent extremism is through international cooperation and the vigilance and support of citizens' rights across boundaries of race and religions. President Obama made this point quite simply when he said, "In an interconnected world, the defeat of international terrorism will require the cooperation of many nations." While terrorist groups have sought to divide free nations, we must dedicate ourselves to fostering those democratic values that offer a true alternative to violence and fear. Far from being paralyzed by the violent action of the few, around the world, most people are focused on achieving important goals for themselves and for their families: education, new economic opportunities, and improving the systems that govern their societies. In this vein, we will continue to pursue peace and promote the type of development that lifts people out of poverty. We will try to empower citizens by supporting civil society and good governance, and will help unleash the potential of each and every individual. We have many challenges still ahead. I hope that this conference and others like it will stand as a testament that countries from all across the globe are ready to work together to reduce the threat of terrorism. The United States is grateful to the government and citizens of Hungary for their continued assistance in combating violent extremism, as well as every other nation who takes part in bearing the cost of the continuing battle against terrorism and promoting the spread of democracy. On this 10th anniversary of September 11th, there is no better way to honor those we have lost and honor their sacrifice. Thank you very much.